Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Magnum Opus. Once again, let's introduce the cast members, starting with me. My name is Rena, and I'm playing as Munchies.
I'm Haley and I'm playing Auntie P.
I'm playing Joel. Yep, I'm Cadmus playing Joel. That's the Masquerade breach right there. I'm Joel and I'm playing Cadmus. Do not send the Second Inquisition after me. We're Thin Bloods and the rules don't count.
All right, and I'm Lou, and I'll be the storyteller for this evening. Last episode, we as the audience saw what happens behind closed doors when Duskborne are involved. Our resident brewer, Cadmus, showed up to the gig and participated in a rather spicy cattle battle. We saw a cast of interest in new faces, new formula to learn, and that looming danger that comes in the form of Big Papa. We last left off with three of you in a high-speed chase with these Anarch brutes. There's a little bit of hurt going on with some of yous, and a lot of, well, trauma being brought up to the surface. In tonight's episode, we discuss the seventh step, Cibation. It's when the alchemist feeds the elixir within its vessel, fortifying it with a regent. The camera then opens up with the three of you on the highway, just going down 90, straight to God knows where. Up in the passenger seat, we see Cadmus. Oh, his face is clearly fucked up as he was just hit with a baseball bat. You can feel that, the pain. It's not even bruising anymore. It's just blood all over your face, Cadmus. Munchie you're in the back with Sunny, who's a little shook right now with what the hell just happened, as he never got an explanation of what's going on. And Auntie, the wheel. Is there anything going on between the four of you in the vehicle? Or is it just this awkward silence as Auntie just drives?
It's definitely awkward silence from Cadmus. He's just kind of sullenly staring out the window, just kind of one eye swollen. So.
How you doing back there, Cadmus?
Probably something I should get used to be honest. Seems to be kind of routine these nights, so we get into events, I get my head kicked in.
Do you need blood? Do you need food? Medical attention?
Blood would probably help, I guess. I mean, yeah, blood would probably make me feel a bit better. Other than that, just waiting out until this. I don't really know how it works, to be honest. I haven't really indulged too much in getting beaten up. So maybe it's an inexperienced thing. I don't know.
Can someone tell me what the hell is going on? We were just at a party. You apparently won some kind of rap battle, and you have bones with you. Salamander bone. Like, if you needed lizard bones, bro, you could just, like...
Salamanders are amphibians. And they're also not... Yeah, you're right, lizard bones. I'm sorry, yeah. If we need lizard bones, I'll call somewhere else for lizard bones.
It's okay, Sonny. He's very bruised and hurt right now.
Shouldn't we be going to the freaking doctor?
With people chasing us? No.
He looks behind him, and your eyes are drawn as well to the rear view mirror, Auntie. I need you to roll a wits and awareness. Cadmus, what's your health bar looking like?
I am sitting at 3 aggravation damage and 1 superficial.
Dear God. All right. 2
Two.
successes. Would you like to use a willpower reroll for that? No.
Saving that for when combat inevitably breaks out.
All right. And just so we get an idea, Auntie P, where are you driving off to?
We are headed, I think, to the Camarilla territory to see if we can shake them off that way, them being anarchs and all. Worst case, we end up at a police station. If the Camarilla territory thing doesn't work, then we just go to a police station and hope that they're not dumb enough to try and attack us in front of a bunch of police.
Okay. So, you drive off of 90. You find the next exit whatsoever. With those 2 successes, you feel like you're safe. No one's chasing you. No one's after you. No one's gonna come looking. As of right now. I feel like you've lost them on TP with your maneuvering through the highway. You eventually make it to downtown Chicago. You have a choice here on TP. There's a couple of spots in Chicago where you can go to. I need you to roll intelligence and streetwise. Actually, all of you can roll this. Just to see if you guys can spot a place or 2 where you can take haven for the evening. Okay, 5 successes for... Oh, damn. 5 successes for Cadmus, 1 success for Munchies, and 1 success for On TP. Cadmus, maybe you've done your research well. Maybe it's from the whispers, or maybe it's from the grapevine of Thin Bloods, where you have a feeling that there are a couple of spots you can visit in downtown Chicago where they will perhaps provide shelter for you. Now, you're not sure if this is true or not, but a couple of places come to mind. The first is... Let me find it. First is the nightclub scene of Chicago. It's easy to lose people when you go into a club and start partying. It's hard to catch anybody there. And you know that to be true because, vampires usually hang out at those spots and they don't get caught unless they're overly, obvious about their feeding. One spot comes to mind. It's called the Red Number 5. Maybe you've heard a Thin Blood or 2 talk about it, but you know that it's probably a good spot to chill out and lose, maybe heat, especially in the Camarilla territory. There's a couple more places, as Auntie mentioned earlier. You can try to go to Chicago PD. They have an office just in the outskirts of downtown. If you'd like to try your luck there, you're more than welcome to. But you can also just, wander around the streets of downtown, seeing how it's populated and the traffic's never, ever gone. You can easily lose track of people you're chasing after there. And that's all you get with 5 successes.
I'm pretty sure if we go anywhere where if we don't blend into the numbers, someone's gonna tell Rick where we are, what we're doing. And I don't mean this in a bad way, but if we go anywhere near authorities, with your partner, ex-partner, is there gonna be warrants out? Feel stuff, Auntie, stuff like that. There's gonna be complications.
Maybe. You got some ideas where we can go? You know the Camarilla better than we do.
Yeah, I know some place like that. Well, I don't know. There's a strong word. I've heard of some places. There's a place that, I've heard a couple. The others have kind of had some luck spending time and not getting offed. They came back enough to talk about it. Called Red Number 5, which could be good. And Munchies, it kind of sounds like a takeaway order, so they've probably got some sort of food there as well.
Okay. Okay, I'm putting red number 5 into Google Maps right now. Just I've never been.
No, me either. I haven't been there before, but I've heard stuff.
I hope nothing too crazy. Well, if
Not
If
as
there's
crazy as what we've dealt with
people-
lately, I think.
yes. What the fuck? Big Papa, like, are they working with Crazy Rick? No, or
I think Big Papa is just not used to having himself taken down a few pegs in front of his homies.
I'll turn to Sunny and go, okay, so there's like this like party that we went to like a few nights ago. Actually, like, yeah, probably more than a few nights ago, but it's like Sonia brought us there as distractions apparently. And this the guy whose name is Big Papa, who was picking a fight with Auntie. I don't know who picked a fight, but somebody picked a fight and both of you got pissed off at each other, and Auntie started beating up this so-called Big Papa full blood person according to Cadmus, and Cadmus started beating him up as well. So
I tried to resolve things amicably, but he was being a dick of the highest order, so, you know.
Big Papa? Yeah, fuck that guy. Sounds like a dick.
Yeah.
With his,
Although,
like a
ironically, I don't
small
think it's
PP.
very big. Yeah.
Hey, we had the same thought, he says, smiling at you as you look at him from the rearview mirror. So, what happens what happened after? Like, Sonia took something, or what?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
yep, that's where she got the relic book thing. Which, by the way, from what I've talked about with Mav, is that in that book there's a specific formula that could really turn the tide. So that's all he
There's a
said.
hydromancy alchemy?
No, what's hydromancy?
Water control?
We mean Cadmus, we mean change the tide as like a saying, as in change the structure of you know, the thin bloods on our plates and everything, like, as it were. Not actual water.
I mean, it
Probably
would be
is something
nice
that
to
control
have.
water as well. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise
Probably.
me. What's the, like, what would it be, like, what does it change our blood and mess up theirs, or like, is it what it makes some thin bloods, like, what sort of formula would be in there that would be enough to drastically change a power structure to such a degree?
I mean, from what you said, there's a recipe in there that requires, is it elder blood?
Elder blood, yeah.
Which I imagine will make them quite twitchy if they realise that the us, the
We're making
thin
drugs
bloods,
out of their blood.
we are making powerful, powered up drugs out of them. I imagine will make them even twitchier than they normally are about us.
I guess. I don't know. It seems strange, like, for them to even still pay attention. Like, the idea of consuming elder blood, like, even I've heard, like, people doing that, like, you know, obviously not chucking it out openly, but like, you snack on the bigger ones, become stronger, sort of thing. Does that work for us as well? Like,
I don't know. But if it is possible, and we have a recipe to give us abilities using elder blood, then I imagine if they're aware that such a thing exists, they're worried about the thing that isn't too much of a problem now becoming a much bigger problem if left unchecked. If we
Makes
start
sense.
organizing ourselves, being strategic, think they're
Yeah.
worried that we're going to become a problem that is not so easily solved, and they can't just tell everyone, oh, it's fine, they're not powerful, they can't do anything.
Wait. This formula, Sonny. Like you look at him, and he just like deer in headlights. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. You have it?
Yeah.
Not
Well, I mean,
Well-
Cadmus does.
sort of. We sort of have it. We have
We
half
have-
of it, a bit
Yeah,
of
we
it.
have like a cookbook kind of thing that they're after. Well, Crazy Rick's after.
It's got like
Where-
a code.
Where is this? Is that why they're chasing us? Like you have it with you?
Well, Crazy
Yeah.
Rick is chasing at us because of that, but Big Papa's chasing us because
Because he has a small penis,
Yeah.
basically.
So
Yeah, but wait. Apart from him having a small pee-pee, didn't you say that Sonia took that book from him?
Yes.
Well, not from
that
him. He was a distraction, but he might be involved.
yeah,
The
it was
Anarchs.
something in
I
his
think the
party.
Anarchs are connected with this gang, S16.
Wait. So now, okay, hold the fuck up. There are two groups, the separate groups that are trying to, like, they want this book.
Yes.
Yep. We can go
So
slowly if you want.
you're meaning to say that there's two people that they're willing to like kill to get
Kill us, yes,
These-
very much so.
great.
I mean, there's
That's-
probably more, but they don't know about it yet.
all right. I guess I came at the right time. Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, like I said,
I mean-
as we were going to explain earlier, you really came at an interesting time. But
I said you should have not come. I think you should be not here.
Yo, man.
Why want you to be safe? Not in a bad way. I mean, it's nice to see you and
Wait.
all, but like,
Hey, don't you think I
Would you not
can be
prefer-
helpful? What do you mean?
the Hebus kind of just
Look,
gonna roll
if-
back over and look
if-
out the window.
he helps Munchies, then I'm sure you have lots of talents.
Also, does everything look like a video game right now to you guys? Because it sure
No.
feels like it. You all realize that he's still high off of whatever sangria that he drank earlier.
You'll be fine, babe. You'll be fine.
You're high,
She's
my guy.
fine.
Just don't worry, we'll take care of everything until you're able to see things clearly.
He just nods along. And as you guys are having this conversation, Auntie, where are you driving to?
This place, Munchies brought it up on Google Maps. It's red
Red-
number 5.
Yep, red
Okay.
number 5.
So, you enter the loop. It is as quiet as it has always been. And by quiet, I mean you hear immediately, even if the windows are rolled up, you hear the symphony of chaos between the indistinct chatter as well as the constant beeping and sirens in the background. There's a lot of people out tonight, but this is Chicago after all. There's always a lot of people. As you enter the loop, you can see the skyrise buildings, high-rise buildings, skyscrapers, and the commercial complexes, as well as all the clubs and all the glamour, as you would imagine, coming to the CBD of Chicago. Eventually, as you make it out of the very crammed, trafficked area, which is the majority of Chicago, you eventually make it to the red number 5. None of you have been here before, but it stands about 2, maybe 3 floors high. There is an exquisite amount of red lighting that surrounds this whole area. There's a line that kind of coils around the building itself past the red velvet rope. And as you try to find parking, you are somehow lucky that one has just pulled out of one of the parking spaces, and you manage to squeeze through onto P. The car stops. Imagine the four of you step outside and you start making your way into the red number 5. My question to you all is that do you fall in line or do you simply head straight to the entrance?
Looks to Munchies. Do you reckon you can convince them to, let's skip the line and just head straight in? I don't really want to be queuing outside if Crazy Rick and his guys show up.
I can try, but this is okay. Let's try. Let's see if we can get.
I
in.
believe in you. You've got this.
We'll all walk up to the front, I guess.
Okay, you walk past the amounts of people kind of, waiting, and they all kind of look at you funny as you all just pretty much skip the line. You come face to face with 2 bouncers. They're pretty bulky individuals wearing a black blazer over their tank top. One of them is holding what seems to be like an iPad and tapping on a few things they're working, while the other questions the individuals that are seemingly trying to be let through. You all just stand there by the entrance. I imagine Munchies, you walk up to one of these bouncers. And what do you say?
Oh my god, hold on. This is Rena suddenly loading. Now Munchies will walk up and immediately turn on the charm, smile, and say, "Hi, me and my friends are just needing to get in. We are meeting someone inside. So
When you say turn on the charms, do you mean activate your presence, or are you doing this normally?
I'm doing this normally. We don't want any more. We're trying to lay low. This is the poll. We're trying to lay low.
So you look at this individual. He raises an eyebrow, and I need you to roll manipulation and subterfuge.
Oh, my good looks apply.
Sure. This is a very fitting place to use your looks. After all, it is a nightclub. Three successes. Would you like to use a willpower? Okay. 5 successes. The bouncer, with a little bit of a shade of doubt in his eyes, raises an eyebrow at you, as mentioned, and he simply says, "Name?"
Ava.
Ava.
Ava Chang.
He leans over to the other guy and whispers a few things. The guy you see him kind of looking at his iPad, pressing a few buttons here and there. He takes a minute or two, and he simply just nods. And you see the bouncer kind of just step aside and lets you in.
Walks in quickly behind.
No, I'll be gesturing to my entourage. That's my
Entourage.
Whoa. The bouncer kind of stops. Cadmus going in, and he's like, "Yo, a little something on your face."
Thank you.
Hey, get your friend cleaned up inside. Don't want no trouble,
will.
by the way.
No trouble.
None intended. He fell down the stairs and just drag Cadmus into the club.
The 4 of you kind of walk in. You see the individual kind of say something to the other person before the person walks in with you. The one with the iPad.
As we head in, Auntie would turn to Cadmus. You might want to go to the bathroom first and kind of, get rid of some of the blood as you can.
Okay, that's probably a good idea. Alright, I can do that. I can go to the bathroom and clean myself up by myself. I will be fine.
Sunny,
Hey.
no, Sunny will go with you. Sunny needs to.
No,
I mean, I would
no,
come with you,
I'll-
but it's the
I'll go
men's
by myself.
bathroom, so you know.
I mean, you know, that
That's
doesn't
okay.
stop people. Just say that you were his mom
I'll
or
use the
something.
Come on,
disabled
bros
toilet,
go to
I
the
think.
bathroom together all the time.
That's
Holding
cool,
hands
man.
and everything.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm like, it's not that. It's more of like we're trying to keep on the DL, and you're too attractive, and you might attract unwanted attention in the lavatory, and I
If
should
you're
use.
talking about attention, man, everyone's looking at your bloodied up face.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta go, and Cadmus is gonna hurry it off, trying to find a disabled bathroom as opposed to the handicapped bathroom, not the one that's more populated.
All right. So, as the four of you walk in, you would, well, it's your first time here, so you would see that this place immediately it doesn't reflect that of a typical nightclub where the music is bouncing, EDM just kind of blasting through the big stereos and whatnot. No. Tonight, it's more of a relaxed vibe. There's some slow and steady jazz beats going on right now. And if you look around, you'd see that immediately like a dance floor that's kind of empty. There's a few passerbys here and there dancing as well. But to the left, there is a massive bar. And it looks like people are ordering drinks and stuff from there. There's tables and velvet sofas that are spread out across the entire red number 5 building itself. Off to the right hand side, there's a staircase that's a half spiral that goes up to the second floor mezzanine. And behind that is a staircase that leads downstairs. It looks like there's a sort of basement area here that you can venture into. Everything, by the way, is just shades of red. Crimson, red, maroon. It's all kind of complements the entirety of this place. The lighting especially makes it look very intimate. Up above, there's a few catwalks that look like there's a few dancers up there or some performance getting ready. But for the most part, that's what you see. You are given a moment of reprise. So, what do you guys do in this moment?
What do you want to do, Munchies? I'll go get a drink. Do you want to mingle? Do you want to dance? Like, what's...
We need to mingle. We need to get Cadmus something to drink as well. Do you need a drink?
Could do with a drink.
Okay, let's mingle for a bit, and then we'll converge, or we'll meet up after, trying to mingle a bit and see if anybody's following us while we're mingling. Just try and keep an eye on each other, please. Like, let's try not to get.
I'm staying with you.
Okay.
This place is like a very chill vibe. Like, compared to where we were just in, this is a nice change, I guess.
Yeah, it's in the nicer side of the city.
I mean, it's 100% cleaner. It doesn't smell like piss.
Don't judge the KB areas. Come on, that's the only thing we can afford. Well, Finland, us can afford.
He just kind of nods as he looks around and looking at the people and whatnot. Should we maybe get a drink?
Yeah, we're about to just waiting on Cadmus.
Cadmus, I imagine you go to the bathroom, wash up a little bit, and I'm curious, do you heal at all? You look at your face, and it looks like a bat has just like squished the entirety of your frontal lobe.
I mean, I want to, but I'm also at 3 hunger, so healing is probably not the best thing to do as well, because walking around on low very low health at 4 hunger seems like a poor decision in somewhere I've never been before. I am yeah, besides, I swear I've seen times aunties like said that like bruises and stuff like that are more intimidating. I've heard munchies say that like chicks dig scars. I've tried to combine both of these into a cohesive aesthetic of chicks digging scars and blood and exposed nerves. So like I'm fully expecting to pick up tonight, to be honest.
You see the dude next to you washing his hands as you wash your face. Look at you like, dude, man, what's going? Oh God, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good, man. You should see the other people. They're injured more severely.
He just nods as he kind of rushes washing his hands and takes off.
I'm just gonna like roll his sleeves up, like, all right, this needs to. It's one of those what is it that I don't even know what it's called when animals prepare to be scarier than they are. It's not camouflage. I need to project violence. It needs to be like a caterpillar that looks like a snake. That's what I need to be working on tonight. An angry caterpillar. No one's gonna fuck with me. Cannabis is like saying this to his reflection.
Yeah, you look at yourself and you see that there is your forehead is pretty much all just caved in at the moment. You don't know how you're standing, and if you just really think about it without a roll, a normal human wouldn't be able to stand and walk around with this much damage.
Oh no. All right, I'm gonna have to try and heal then, because I can't, like, it's at least like Masquerade breach is all like you can't fix that, whereas I can maybe keep myself on the DL. So I'll try and heal a little bit.
At least the superficial look of it.
Yeah.
Maybe command the blood to heal up the caved in part.
Just I kind of like put a thumb in my mouth and kind of like squeeze and like trying to force blood to like pop the.
Are you doing this inside the stall?
No,
like
God, I'm gonna go to an actual. Okay, yeah, I'll go into a stall. I'm not gonna do it in the mirror. Just kind of start healing. Gotta check, no fair. Yeah, I'm gonna duck into a like an actual stall.
Sure. Okay. So you are able to heal 1 aggravated damage per evening. And that'll cost you 3 rouse checks.
All right. Oh no.
That's 4 hunger. Cadmus, you have failed 2 rouse checks, and you were initially at 3 hunger. You're now at 5. You can smell your own vitae kind of leaking out of you as you heal this damage. You may take away a point of aggravated damage, but that as you mend your wounds, as you stitch up whatever bone, skin and flesh, try to look as normal as possible. That amount of blood being spent, you smell it in the air, and you just feel that hunger within you. I need you to roll a hunger frenzy check. Your DC is 3. Okay. With 5 successes, Cadmus, what does this look like as you stitch up your wounds and you have that internal struggle within?
I think probably the best way to hold back the base instinct of the beast to start ripping and tearing is Cadmus is like running through in his head like the internal organs that are injured and what's being healed. He's kind of like just very much distancing himself as much as possible. Just being like, all right, fuel blood from the aorta up through, making sure up into the cranium, flood area to replace skull plate. And he's kind of like the whole time just like sitting there, like smacking his fist into the toy, like the lavatory wall the whole time while he's muttering this.
You audibly do this, right? Okay.
Yeah, I need to distract myself as much as possible, otherwise
Okay. You would
I'm gonna
hear
get a
a
snack on.
you would
someone.
hear a voice that's kind of just echoes throughout the bathroom as you kind of just hear, ooh, having a hard time in there. You know, I could be of assistance, whoever you are.
I am interested, but I'm only interested in married men. Are you married?
In a sense.
No, I need to see a ring. Otherwise, it's not gonna. I'm not going to be able to maintain an erection.
Oh, that wouldn't be a problem with me, darling. What's your name?
So, my name is Ziggy. Ziggy Blaze.
The individual washing his hands lets out a soft chuckle as he says, "Well, Ziggy Blaze, correct. Come find me later. I'm sure you'll
N-
know exactly who I am from across the room. I'll see you."
Do I like? I'll stick open the lavatory, peek my head over. Do I see whoever it is?
If you peek your head out and you can see through the reflection of the mirror a rather charming, rather stunning looking individual with long, luscious brown hair. He's flamboyantly his flamboyant attitude kind of complements the way he's dressed. There's a lot of fur going on right now, but at the same time, his like opened up shirt is kind of revealing his physique, and his very, very tight leather pants complement his sort of athletic figure. As he glances up after washing his hands, you meet eye to eye through that reflection, and he simply gives you a wink before he walks away.
We had, like, I know Auntie doesn't have a phone. Munchies has her phone still on her, right?
Auntie has a phone now.
Oh yeah, but I don't have that phone. I don't have the number for Auntie's phone. I don't think yet. I'll text Munchies being like, found new hunting technique, attempting to seduce married men into lavatory, less likely to admit to infidelity. Cadmus will text across to Munchies and be like, this could work. This is a pretty good chance of success, I think.
Okay. Meanwhile, Munchies, Auntie P, and Sunny are, I guess, just standing around waiting for Cadmus in a little corner,
We're just
right?
kind of, vibing,
We have
maybe
drinks on our
dancing
hands.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Probably like trying to get Sunny to start dancing, and he's gonna start.
His eyes are completely like wide. His eyes are dilated, and he's just looking around and just feeling the groove of the smooth jazz playing in the background.
No, that the moment like Munchie says like gets the text, like the vibrate, looks at it, says it out loud, the group, like whatever Cadmus has texted, and then gave the
What is he doing in there?
seducing married men apparently.
Good for him. Not obviously not very married if they're that easily seduced.
It is at this point that the individual with the iPad, the bouncer with the iPad, comes around the corner with another person. He stands about 6'1" tall. He's African American descent. He's got a little mustache going on. He's got like a clean, like shaved head, and he has this macho suave look about him, like he runs the joint. And he approaches the three of you. Cadmus, this is about the same time that I imagine you step out of the bathroom and join the coterie.
Yeah, it hasn't really worked. A few people have come in and I've been just seeing the kind of Morse coding the wall and just doing nothing. So at this point, I'm worried I'm attracting more attention than success.
Yeah, you get a few, hey, what the fuck, man? Yo, you need some help there, buddy? But eventually you make your way out. This is when the three of you see this person, which I'll put up on the screen. And he walks up. You see that there's a little earring kind of hooked onto his right ear rather. And he kind of reflects a little bit of light as that light kind of shines upon the three of you. And he simply looks at you, Ava. He crosses his arms and says, well, well.
Hello?
Ava Cheng.
That would be me. May I know who's speaking?
Name is Bennett. I run this joint.
I really like your joint, Bennett.
Well, it's not really mine, but it's mom's and pop's. Listen. You throw your name around like that usually to get at clubs?
Not normally, but it's special circumstances right now.
Right. You see a quick Google search. Told me all I need to know about you. He says with his brows furrowed. And what I can do for you. VIP is upstairs. Come on.
It's okay, you go. I'll wait for our friend.
No, you all come. Come on. Heard about your... Oh, there he is. He looks at behind the three of you, and you see Cadmus kind of rubbing his temple, I imagine. Yeah. Not the best looking guy. And hell of a fucked up face. Come on, we'll fix you right up.
Very generous of you, thank you. And
Huh.
stay very close to
Same.
the other two.
I mean, this ain't coming for free.
I knew it. It's always a catch.
I mean, you threw your name around. You know how to treat our guests. As long as they know how to treat us.
That is very fair. Come on, let's go up, and then we can talk more openly. Not around here.
I was just kind of walk behind everyone and be like, ignore my text, it didn't work.
What? I thought you
I
were
know.
doing fine.
So did I.
What happened? He
I,
didn't like you?
uh,
Or...
No, we didn't get that far into the conversation. I'll have to ask Auntie what Alonso did to seduce her and see if I can maybe learn something. Maybe it was. I heard her mention in the card like a dick of the highest order, but I may have been sort of passing out.
Yeah, you need to be like a certain amount of mean to like the girl or the guy you like, and then hey. I don't know, it's a whole
yeah,
thing.
no, I've heard that. Yeah, seems counterproductive and silly. I think I might just stick to bags of blood.
You openly talk about this, right?
Oh, we're like whispering to each other.
Yeah, not like yelling, but yeah, like
Yeah.
but like
Because
speaking
like
in their
Munchies would
voices.
have, yeah, Munchies would have, you know, like fold back just to converse with Cadmus.
Sure. You guys eventually make it upstairs through, the nearby half spiral staircase. And he takes you to like large spread out booths, once again covered in red velvet. And he kind of lets you all kind of get in and sit and relax and stuff. He gestures for one of the servers to serve you and take your orders and get your snacks and whatnot. Before he just crosses his arms once again as he looks at you, Cadmus. Could have worn a hat, or a beanie, or a hoodie.
Does your security let people in with hoodies? I didn't think the hoodie would be allowed in. I thought that would draw more attention, to be honest.
Point is, you can't just rock up to a place like this with an injury like that. He gestures to you. One of my boys said you was worse earlier, so I can only assume what you did in the bathroom.
Yeah, I did what you probably would are assuming I would have. It didn't work, though.
He didn't mean about seducing the married man, Cadmus.
Oh, what did you mean?
He crosses his arms even tighter now and looks towards
The
Auntie
healing.
P.
Cadmus, the healing.
Oh.
I think he's talking.
Oh, is that really even like? I feel like that's common sense. Or is that a rhetorical question?
Oh, fuck me. He puts a hand out and, kind of touches you, Cadmus, to see if you are warm. You have lifelink?
No, I do not.
Okay. Then you're probably cold. Or lukewarm at best, but not human temperature. And he pinches the bridge of his nose as he says, "Oh, great. Of all the fucking nights. One time that Ma's not here." Bennett, by the way. And you are?
Cadmus. Hello.
And he looks towards you, Auntie.
Auntie.
Looks at Sonny, and Sonny introduces himself. Fucking fledglings. Right? Did your sire send you out for, some sort of fun time for the evening, or what? Or they come here to fuck with Red number 5?
No, not at all. We just came here to chill out, really.
Right.
Came out of an intense situation and we wanted somewhere to just, vibe for a while.
Right, okay. He looks towards you, Auntie. And I need you to roll manipulation and subterfuge. As, he just...
What do you mean? That's
funny.
technically true.
With the way your hair is kind of messed up and you're like muscled up, you could tell that he has a little bit of doubt, especially with Cadmus's the glaring, obvious, like, masquerade breach.
Valid. This is going to be a great roll. Should I rouse? No, I shouldn't.
Please don't. Please don't be hungry. We already have one person in 500.
I'm rolling. The hilarious thing is I'm rolling 1 dice, just so
my
everyone's
God,
aware.
Just fail it.
She doesn't do the talking, she does the punching. That's the one thing she does. That is 0.
With 0 successes, you see Bennett kind of just shake his head.
Technically, it's true.
Y'all are gonna stay here. You gotta work with me, okay?
I do. Oh,
What's your story? Come on. I won't kick you out, don't worry. You're paying anyway, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're just being chased by Big Papa. Some anarch dude who is apparently extremely pissed at something we've done, and now we're...
You see him kind of audibly sigh and pinch the bridge of his nose again.
Sorry.
Right. Anarchs. Great. Great. Cool. I've never seen you 3, 4 around here before, so mind if I ask if you guys are, just passing through Camarilla's territory, or are you actually Camarilla? Like, what the hell are you?
We are just
That's
passing through.
That's a trick question. Everyone's Camarilla, according to the Camarilla. And I
fuck's
won't
sake.
fall for it.
Yeah, I can see why you got your face fucked up now.
Look, I mean, he's not
Passing through.
incorrect, but yes,
Look.
we're passing through.
Look, just work with me here. I need to know what you. What are
We're
you,
not
Brouhaha?
anarchs. No.
What? He looks at your muscles, like obviously.
I work out. It's
He
not
looks
only
at
Brouhaha
Munchies.
that's strong, you know.
Yeah, there's only one way you guys could have gone through the fucking door, and it's either through. He looks at you, Ava, looks you up and down. Well, never mind. And he looks at you, Cadmus. Fuck. All right. He takes a seat, like he takes a stool and just sits at the edge of the table. He says, "Look, I need to know what kind of shit I'm getting in trouble for, okay? I might as well have an explanation for moms and pops. Look, work with me, and I'll work with you."
Can I insight this
Can
person
we-
if he's actually
Yeah,
like,
that's exactly what I was about to say.
Roll wits and
Is
insight.
he a snake?
Auntie's specifically inciting if he seems like legitimate, like he's not trying to screw us over. He just wants to know so that he can like do damage control, basically.
Sure, wits and insight. Ooh, damn. 3 successes. One success for Auntie. Cadmus, would you like to insight as well, or are you going to pass up on this?
No, I don't think Cadmus really would be. He's kind of like
Oh, he doesn't care.
something he doesn't care. I think he's got other concerns. Like, I don't like from a like Medicaid point of view, absolutely. But in character, Cadmus is just looking around. He's just like, he's only just got his forehead working again. So whether this guy's tell the truth or not, it's not ranking highly.
With 3 successes, Munchies, you can just tell that he's just trying to avoid getting in trouble, and he doesn't really care what you are. He just wants to know, so he's aware of what's the situation.
Yeah, Munchies will wink at Auntie. And then
Yeah, Auntie kind of looks to Munchies like, is he good or?
okay, so here's the deal. We're thin bloods.
He just blinks once, and he's like, "Okay."
Oh, okay, so no violent reaction. Most people have violent reactions when we say that.
No, this is the red number 5, yo. Don't hate. Actually, moms would love you. I mean, how'd you guys hear? Wait. A couple of you came in last week wanting to party and shit. And they had like these, I don't know, these fucking pills that went absolutely like fucked up the dance floor. Like, seriously, that was some impressive shit. You guys selling? Because we already extended a hand. Like, we could do some sort of partnership if ever.
Yeah. For sure, Cadmus
Okay,
here's.
maybe I shouldn't say partnership. It's not me making decisions. I'm just here. Look, I'm a caitiff, all right? Kind of in the same boat as you. Not really looked after by the Camarilla. Gives you, turns up the nose every time they see us. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, well, we're trying to seek refuge in a Camarilla border territory thing until these anarchs are out of our asses.
Yeah,
Not
well-
just a day, just one night.
Man.
Oh, please don't tell me that there's like some kind of Camarilla rule where we're not allowed to stay here for even just one night passing through. We'll be out of here by the day.
Well, it's not that. It's there's a sort of event going on tonight. Like a collaboration with another club. There's gonna be a couple of full bloods in, so might not be the best place for you guys to stick around.
I mean, we could just, if there's a back room somewhere, we'll lay low. Just throw like a couple of blood bags, we'll pay, it's fine.
If you've got like like a kitchen, we can even like get you some of those. Well, they're not pills, but like we could, get you some party favors, I guess. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about drugs.
He just looks at you like you're a child. Dude, come on.
So no drugs.
I just, you know what?
He's actually quite brilliant. He's very smart.
Look, I'm not judging. Look, all I gotta say is that I'm sorry, you can't stay here, but I can give a few people a call. All right? I'm sure Ma would like you. I don't know if I don't think you've ever heard of her. Actually, never mind. It's all good. Listen, Ma has taken a liking to Caitiff and Thin Bloods alike. She doesn't even like using the word Thin Bloods. I used to call you, the Duskborne or whatever. In any case, I'll call her and see what we can do for you, okay? I'll be back.
Alright, well,
Thanks, we appreciate it.
He just kind of stands up and leaves you alone, kind of an exasperated sigh once again, before, Sonny pipes up and says, chill dude.
Yeah, very chill dude. Didn't expect to find a chill dude, but
I was
it's
expecting
nice.
trouble, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe good person to know. Him and his family seem chill and accepting, and that's the kind of people we want in what we're trying to build, right? So maybe
Yeah.
they're good people to know.
I'll get his contacts
It's-
once he's back here.
It sounds like there might be some even chiller dudes coming tonight there. What do you want to do about them?
Yeah, the really chill ones, yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna be dealing
We want to
with
not be
them.
anywhere
Yeah.
near them, I think is probably the play here. I think he's right. We need to be out of sight.
If the story,
Hopefully
if the
he
horror
can give us
stories
somewhere to
I've
go.
heard- yeah, if the horror stories I've heard from other, Thin Bloods, people like us, are to be, believed, then it means that they're just all mean and bullies and we just want to
True.
any excuse to kill us. So it's like,
I mean, I'm sure they're not all like that, but
As you say that,
enough
on
of
TV,
them are that it's. Mhm.
As you say that on TV, you can see out on the dance floor, a very flamboyant, very energetic, very charming individual, seemingly just riling up the crowd, dancing, sauntering over, taking people's hands and spinning them, and he has this brilliant smile about him. And should I even mention the amount of glitter that kind of poofs out of him every time he turns and sways or he flicks his hair? There's just colorful glitter. He leaves just like a smoke and trail of glitter clouds.
And does that guy seems to have animated glitter around? Like, how does anyone have that
don't
much glitter on their person to just continuously distribute?
I don't know, maybe
At
Full
all
Bloods
times.
get like some kind of special power
Glitter?
once they get- Yeah,
Or like
I don't
Twilight
know.
style?
Yeah, probably. I mean, there's a reason why Twilight's a thing and very popular, so I don't know. I
don't know, man.
personally
Full Bloods
don't
are weird.
think that- Yeah, Full Bloods are weird. There's definitely one trouble that might. I don't know how tight-lipped they are, but since I use my real name here, the other psychopath is probably gonna be aware that I am here.
Hence why I wasn't willing to leave your side at any point.
Yeah, feel free to punch him on the face. He'll probably be extremely.
Oh, I will.
He's probably going to look down at everyone anyway. Dickheads everywhere, I swear. We should get well.
Cadmus. Sorry.
Hmm.
You guys would notice a server that kind of comes up with like a large platter and it's like it has like wine glasses filled with red liquid in it, and he hands you all these glasses, 4 of them total. All of you can smell that fresh
Thank you.
vitae.
Auntie
Kevin's
just
chugged.
downs her. Yeah, just chug immediately.
But yeah, Munchies is going to slide Sunny's one to the Cadmus.
Hey, I was gonna
Thank you.
drink that.
What? You
Looks
look
like
at
tasty wine.
Yeah, it's blood. You want some?
Oh.
You can have mine.
Ooh.
I mean mine, like here,
Okay.
you know.
He just winks at you. Later. Cadmus, as
You're
you
not
get
a
taste,
Never mind.
Cadmus, as you get a taste of that vitae, I need you to roll a hunger and frenzy check. Your DC is 4.
All right, cool.
Knowing
this is when I
that-
first tasted.
Knowing that we don't always react well. Weirdly, we don't always react well when we're actually getting the blood, even though we're hungry. When Auntie like chugs her so she can go and like she'll put her arms round Cadmus just in case he loses his shit. She can keep hold of him.
With 4
Oh,
successes.
I was lucky.
Right on the mark once again, Cadmus, you escape the fate of your beast taking over. Whatever beast there is in the thin blood. And you do not frenzy. You retain control and you sip and drink those glasses of vitae.
Here, you can have mine as well.
Oh,
I'm just a
You
hungry,
sure?
fine. Yeah, I'm just a bit
Oh.
peckish. It's fine.
Whoever drinks a full cup of this blood, each cup is worth 1 point of hunger. So you can take down your hunger by that amount.
Hopefully,
yeah,
you're down
Cadmus is
to
just
2.
chugging. Just dun, dun, dun.
Munchies,
down
you
to-
would know that this does not come for free. Once again.
Yeah, I know. Everything costs something. Ugh. It's like being back home, dealing with those people with sticks up their asses, and you have to smile at them and insult them in a way that's not outright insulting them. Complimenting them, but not exactly complimenting them. More like insulting them in a complimentary way. And they
Is
can't
that-
That's
say
why I
anything.
just punch people. It's so much simpler.
They're metaphorical sticks, right? This is like, sorry, I'm still.
I'm pretty sure some of them have actual, actual stick up there. So
Oh, that's nasty.
yeah, rich people are crazy. And
Are you
I'd
feeling better,
imagine-
Cadmus?
You're a rich people. Sonny says as he points at you.
I yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm definitely in control of all my faculties now. I don't know whether it's worth risking trying to sort of make myself a bit better, but I'll probably need to eat something soon. But like, I can't then.
Once we're out
Mm.
of here, I can probably just we can probably just charm someone on the way somewhere.
I tried. They didn't even recognize basic like Morse code tapping. Like, I think they thought I was. Yeah, I mean, I've seen you do it though, so
It's okay,
I'll definitely
Cadmus.
watch.
I'll help. Like I'm pretty sure like you need. I can open them for you and that stuff. It's okay.
I just kind of laughs at that. Like, yeah, open them. Exactly, I love it.
Acting
Opening up a
open like
boy with the
fucking
cold
beer?
ones.
Yeah, same thought. He, Cadmus, and you and Sonny.
Sharing
kinda
a cold
just-
one with the boys.
Yeah, sharing a boy with the cold ones.
I don't like the term boy. Sharing a man with the cold ones.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm glad
if
you're
up for
feeling
sharing.
better.
Don't discriminate, I guess.
Yeah. No, I'm doing much better.
And she just kind of like pats him on the back and like, I think Camus notices that she kind of had him in almost like a bear hug grip this whole time in case he frenzied and lost his shit. And seeing that he seems better now, she just kind of pats him on the back and sits back down again.
It's nothing to worry about. Even I think if like I lost control, like I feel like each of us, like I guess that like the reason they call us a beast is and like that's why there's the different sort of hunting types as well that they all seem to follow patterns of. Mine, like I think it's like a lot like a trapdoor spider, so I probably just would have sat here and waited until someone walked past anyway. I don't think I'm going anywhere. I'm definitely not. I'm like a sprinter as opposed to doing any overall long-term cardio.
I do agree. I do agree. Remembering the time we were trying to sprint away from the haven. But during this time, can I look around, see if anybody's actually like paying attention or like doing something sus around?
Wits and awareness. With only one success, no, you're actually having a good time. Maybe as you catch a bit of your breath here at the red number 5. Nothing really happening apart from Brett, as he called himself, on the dance floor, polluting the air with glitter. In a few moments, Bennett comes back as he kind of just sits down on the stool at the edge of the table once again, as he says, "All right, I've done what I can. You should get a call in a bit here. Cadmus, right? You should get a call in a bit."
Okay. Is it? Okay. Sure. Thanks.
What do we owe you for the drinks and everything?
Yeah, about that, he says as he pulls out like this little black mini folder where people put their checkbook, whatever it's called, and he just slides it over. If one of you picks it up and opens it, it'll say how much resources it costs for everything.
How many picks up? How many resources is it?
He just looks at you, Munchies, as he says, "Cash or credit?"
Credit.
Right. He expects you to put the credit card in there.
Yeah, Munchies will bring out this like a black credit card. Just slam it on the thing.
Why do you even? That's like.
I'm not carrying.
Auntie puts the checkbook down like I don't know anything that's happening right now. Yeah, and she was like, puts it back down again.
It's fine. It's just change.
Sonny raises an eyebrow at that.
I'm glad you're here. Jeez.
Bennett, makes his way, gets everything taken care of. He comes back, slides the checkbook over, check back to you. Need you to sign here.
Yeah, Munchies will sign, but just as she's signing, she's like, "You've been very helpful, Bennett. Is it possible to grab your contact details?"
He looks at Sonny and then looks at you. He looks at Ava, and then Auntie.
We are. I'm gonna level with you. Being what we are, and I get that you kind of understand how it feels to be on the outside and look down on. We are hoping to build something where people don't have to be afraid of being stepped on or looked down on or killed for just being who and what they are. And we thought maybe you would be a good person to know.
Oh, my bad. I thought I was going another way. That's yeah, sure. Yeah, you guys can have my number. Yeah, all good. Yeah, as I said, Ma would probably like you guys. You believe it or not, for a toreador, she's got a sight for the future, for not just Kadif, but for the Duskborne as well.
Is it just Ma? Does this Ma have a name, or does she just go by Ma?
She goes by Urzuli.
Okay, good to know. Good to know the name of our patron.
Don't use that word. Matron.
Matron, then.
All right. Well, it was nice seeing you guys, or nice meeting you guys, and feel free to drop by anytime. Just ask for me, okay?
Alright.
Thanks, Bennett.
See you
We're just
later.
gonna hang out in here until we get the call, if that's okay.
Yeah. And he stands up and takes off.
I like him much more than the other people we've had on our side lately.
Yeah, it seems like he's actually a decent person, which is a nice
Yeah, if
change.
you don't count overcharging someone who's obviously rich.
I mean, listen, he's on the outside, you know, I imagine he doesn't have a lot to work with, you know, he's got to get by somehow, you know.
I'd overcharge people if I could.
I mean, you should be with your quality of work. I mean, we could probably do it anyway. I just don't want to be. I want to build a relationship with our buyers rather than.
Yeah, I think we're more of a consultative sort of organization than exploitative. Which is kind of weird considering the basis of the organization as well as like a parasitic harvesting of the blood of other people. But still, consultative is really, I think, the way to go.
Yep.
You feel your phone ring, Cadmus, as it kind of vibrates and shakes within your pocket.
How did they get your number, by the way?
It's pretty publicly known. Like, it was on the website of the bookshop. And the cat is like, please.
Well,
phone
you
up
have
and be
the
like,
same phone number.
Yeah,
It's just
I have a
answering bookshop inquiries this whole time.
like. A cat was gonna answer the phone, but keeps talking. Just be like, hang on a second. He'd be like, how did you think I paid for the rent of the house we stayed in? Like, what?
Right, just
but
take
no,
the phone
that's-
call. Just take the phone
Huh?
call. We'll have just it's fine.
Just go.
Okay. All right, no worries. Hello. Hopefully, someone that understands how real estate commerce works.
Mr. Cadmus, good to hear from you. And you recognize the voice on the other line as you were just talking about it, the bookstore owner.
Oh, excellent. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I'm sure you understand the police had questions, and I've been trying to smooth things over. And I understand there's the situation with the insurance. I'm really sorry, sir.
Not a problem, Mr. Cadmus. Though it's a shame that you won't be able to attend the bookstore for a few nights that are coming. I've placed it in our records that you are on a personal leave.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mr. Butler. Thank you. Yeah, the stress leave is probably appropriate. I think I have a bit built up.
It's come to our attention, from the colleagues, that you are in the city.
Yes, sir, that's correct. How window is that? Yes?
Please, I need you to come to the address I will be sending you within 30 seconds.
I'm sorry, we might not be able to get there in 30 seconds, but I can get there as soon as possible.
No, you buffoon. 30. You will receive a text message with the address. Please,
Yes, sir.
make your way there as soon as possible.
Certainly can. Definitely within our ability.
Have a good evening.
You too. Thank you, Mr. Bartlett. Appreciate the leave. Cadmus will hang up and be like, I'm good, but like sometimes I swear I don't understand how, like, I do have some limited capability. But yeah, that's like, I'm not going to ask you munchies to pay for the rent because then like I don't get the ensuite. And I need that because
That
half the
is
time I've got to
true.
flush down half the shit that I cook.
You should not be flush. Okay. We'll talk about this on the way to wherever place we're going because we need to bounce.
Yeah. So what was that? What was on the phone, Cadmus?
Yeah,
What's
who
going
was
on?
it? Like, well,
Oh, it was my boss. It was Mr. Bartlett, but he's sending a text. I think it's
boss?
probably been we've probably got we have about 8 seconds left until he sends it roughly. Otherwise, he's going to be late, and he hates being late. But
I see.
he's going to send an address that he wants us to go to, or at least wants me to go to. But you guys are welcome to join if you want to come with me.
Why? What? Isn't it weird that a bookstore owner wants you to go to a random location at night?
Well, wait, hold on.
Not
hold on.
really. A
I-
lot of the time,
hold
I
on.
have to buy stuff.
I'm kind of
Sorry, yeah?
lost. Okay, so Bennett said that
You received the text message.
Oh, here it is. Damn it.
Oh my god. Okay, so Bennett said Ma will contact you, and so it's suddenly a bookstore owner your boss. Are you working for Ma for Zuli?
No, but like maybe like she's still gonna call. Like she hasn't called yet. Like I don't know if it was like that was that call. This could be a different call other than the Ma call.
I assume you want to honor this and go to the location, right, Cadmus?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we can stay on the move. We'll go to this place. We'll do whatever we need to do. We can take the call on the way. If we have another place to go, we can go there. Like, worst case, if we don't have somewhere to stay, then we can just keep moving.
Yeah, sounds good.
We really should start moving. The moment that credit card goes through, which I already probably did, it's gonna ping that I am here in Chicago.
Then
I
let's
want-
leave. You know what? Let's
yeah.
go. We know with the
Yeah,
address
we
where
should
we're
go.
going. Let's do that. Yeah, let's go.
What does the text message say?
Okay. It simply says, please be at the great. You can hear this in his voice. You can read this in his voice, rather. It just says, please be at the Great Skills at no later than 1 a.m., which is in about 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah. We need to leave. Now.
Okay,
Oh,
let's-
come on then,
yeah,
let's go.
Cadmus is walking, Google Mapsing. And as he walks, he'll be like, there was one of the married men in the toilet asked me to try and meet them afterwards for some sort of catch up as well. I like even pseudo, like, well, false pretense relationships. I feel like it's not really good behavior for me to not like leave a note or something. Can one of you grab like a napkin and leave a and write a note for me, please? Just apologizing that I won't be available.
Cadmus, you shouldn't go after married people. It just becomes messy. Just leave it.
No,
It's
well,
like-
no,
it's like
but I
one of
figured
those
if I-
things.
Yeah, but if I drained them, then they wouldn't. But, you know, like I thought they would be less likely to be like, I got attacked in the men's toilet while trying to seduce someone. Like they wouldn't want to tell their wife that, so they're less likely to admit it.
Okay, like Munchies will grab one of the napkins off like a table or something. Go here. You got a pen, write it, and point me to like the person. Or actually,
All right. Pattis will quickly grab the pen and write down like on the napkin. It would be like dear sir / madam. He didn't really pay that much attention. I apologize that I will be unable to meet you for a further dilettante in the bathroom. Please consider meeting me next time in the toilet when available. Would be happy to catch up again. Signed. It'll just say like AC. It was that one. It'll point to
The glitter guy. The glitter
Yeah,
guy.
I-
I was
and
seeing in the bathroom with.
really, Cadmus?
I only really saw him from behind, so I think it was him. But like, I'll wait for him to turn around. Like, I'm just like when Brett's dead, to be like, yeah, that's him. That was him.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know what, Cadmus? Good for you. Do
Thank
okay.
you?
I'll grab it. Let's
Well, we
just-
need to give him the note, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
The
But-
napkin.
Can one of you do it? Because otherwise, like, it doesn't work if I get
It's
to
fine.
it.
It's fine. I'll go. I can get
Thank
through
you.
the dance floor quicker because no one's gonna get in my way. You guys start heading out. I'll meet you at the car. Get the car running. We'll GTFO. And Auntie
your
will
car?
start like,
Hey, we don't have the keys. You have the. It's your
throws
car.
throws the key. She's like, "You're right." Throws the keys to Sonny as he asked. Throw the keys to him, and starts trying to like politely muscle her way through the dance floor to give this napkin to the glitter guy.
Munchies is not leaving. She's gonna be like leaning on the wall, trying to figure out what Auntie's gonna be doing. He seems a bit too eager there, Auntie.
Okay. On TP, you make your way through the dance floor, and you can see this. It's not like really packed at the moment. As I said, it's jazz music. It's everyone's just kind of swing dancing a little bit here slowly. But Brett, his name is Brett, stands there in the middle, just lavishing in the attention that he's getting right now. And you can see that the poofs of glitter is seemingly you can inhale it at the moment as you walk past that cloud. But eventually you see his luscious locks, his gentle but fierce eyes, the way he smiles, his strong features. It's captivating on TP. And you can't help but grin at his sight. He turns just as you come face to face with him. Oh, and what do we have here? Red hair and very tight muscles. I'm sure we could have some fun tonight.
Yeah. My friend, I think you met him in the bathroom, asked me to give you this, and like hands over the napkin.
Oh, could you please tell me, it was a one-time thing, whatever we did?
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes it a lot easier. Never mind. Takes back the napkin. He was worried about offending you, but like if it's a one, yeah, it's fine. Okay. Well, have a good evening.
Wait, aren't you up for a dance? He says as he stretches out his hand. Where do you think you're going, sweet?
I really about that. We have to.
I need you
really
to roll.
have to go.
I need you to roll against his persuasion.
Damn it! Fucking full bloods using their powers and shit. What am I rolling?
He's actually just talking to you. This is just how he is. Composure, and I would say subterfuge or persuasion. Composure and persuasion right now.
Persuasion. Actually, I got good persuasion. Okay, that's fine.
You will roll against a set difficulty here.
I'm gonna willpower.
3 successes.
We need to leave.
Would he use on? No, I don't think he'd use on. I don't think his on's active right now.
Okay, willpower reroll 2. Come on. Damn it. 3.
Ooh. With 4 successes. Perhaps he's a bit too stunning for you, Auntie, as you turn around and you want to make your way out of here. You just can't resist this temptation for whatever reason. You can tell there's no preternatural effect. I guess it's just the way he is. I guess you sheepishly take his hand, and he pulls you closer to him, and you can smell the rather exquisite cologne he had. Actually, it's not cologne; it's perfume he has. And you are surrounded by this glitter around you. It almost feels like a movie. And as he swings you around, he leads completely. And you actually feel good. There's just something about him and the way he smiles at you. You can also notice that he has these fangs that are slightly protruding when he smiles, but it can pass off as just part of his charm. Munchies and Cadmus, you see this, by the way.
I'll never understand what Auntie's taste in men is.
I don't we made it clear we had to go, and
Let's you know what? I'll be the bitch. Let's interrupt. Or Cadmus, would you like to stop your?
no, I don't want to. Because
Okay,
if I interrupt,
fine,
it's
I'll-
gonna become like he's probably gonna want to ask what I'm like, why I didn't go over there and deliver the note. It's this whole awkward breakup.
Okay, all right. I'll do it. Guy, I still
No
don't
worries.
Auntie, I thought Auntie's into like the manly. You know what? Need to go.
Munchies, Munchies, you march forward, I assume. Sunny in tow, and Cadmus, I guess you remain unseen.
No, I would
Or
have
try to
asked
be-
Sunny to stay with Cadmus.
Oh,
This is
okay, well.
faster without two. Just stay here. I'm going to grab Auntie.
Okay. Brett goes for a twirl here, Auntie, as he kind of outstretches his arms and you twirl underneath. And he kind of catches you in that moment, and he tucks away a bit of your red hair behind the ear. And he smiles before we as audience see a blurring, image of Munchies kind of march up and come into focus. Oh.
Okay, party's over. Let's go, Auntie.
Oh my, what a tasty
Wow,
little morsel we have here. A friend of yours?
Yes, a very good friend of mine.
Yeah, don't talk to strange men in
Well,
bars.
the more the
Munchies.
merrier.
This is I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
Forgive me, dear. I was caught up in our blissful embrace. Brett Stryker.
What a very.
This is my friend Munchies. You can tell Auntie's got like a very almost like glazed over look in her eye that is very not usual for her. She seems a bit taken away with the moment and is a bit. She walked over here very focused. She does not seem focused at all right now.
Munchies will smile at Brett and say, they have a very, very interesting name, and I'm sure I would love to say, unfortunately, we have previous things to attend to. Let's go, Auntie. Just like grabbing Auntie and turning her around to go.
Oh,
Okay.
so feisty. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Auntie.
Munchie's rolling her
Okay.
eyes as she's like pushing Auntie away. This tiny Asian.
He gives you a little wave.
We got no time. Munchies will tell Auntie, you have a really strange taste in men. I thought you were into. You know what? We'll talk about this in the car because we have.
I am. I don't really know why I danced with him. I had no intention of dancing with him. I just wanted to give him the thing and then leave. And then he said like, oh, the thing in the bathroom was a one-time thing. And I was like, okay, great. It'll take less time. And then he asked me to dance and it just kind of like,
It's
I don't know.
like something that
Got
I do.
lost in the glitter.
Or okay, lost in the
I-
glitter.
Auntie just looks confused as she was just walking out with you.
Okay, let's stay away from glitters from now on. I'm telling Cadmus and Auntie and Sunny as we're like tracking everyone out.
I was fine. I don't.
Yeah, you're the
Yeah,
one who
I don't know.
had like an encounter with that person in the bathroom. So obviously you
Yeah.
did not stay away from the glitter either. So
No, but there was no downside to my glitter experience.
Yeah, I imagine both of you, all four of you, have piled into the vehicle right now. Sunny's in the front seat. He's driving, by the way, if you let him.
No, I do not let him.
is he
I
a
would
bit
rather
This
sober?
is
damage.
Auntie's decision.
Auntie will drive. As we're out here now, she's like, okay, scooch along. We're not letting the high person drive, okay?
What? I'm a great whatever he says as he goes back to the back. Wait, this is my car. Hold on, this is my car. He says as he kind of just slams his like hand against the steering wheel. Hey, I forgot this is my car.
But you're high. It doesn't matter. Look, I will move you into a different seat. So there's the easy way or the hard way, and we're kind of under a time crunch right now.
But Auntie.
She like grabs him by the arm, like picks him up by one arm, just kind of puts him in the back seat. Gets in.
Around, and he lands on Munchies and says, "Babe, I just got Auntie handled."
That's very manly of you. Auntie, thank you.
It was kind of I think it awakened
Don't
something in
finish
me.
that sentence. Finish the sentence. I asked you not
I
to.
can't do that, okay? So if you're gonna go for like someone like Auntie, we need to break up right now. Okay.
No, it's just that if you had that strength, I don't know, the things we could do, things we could achieve together. Oh,
This hurts me more than the baseball bat. I hope you all understand that. Not only are we running late for my boss, but
Cadmus, I'm already. Where are we going? Give me. Where's the Google thing? And she's like reversing out of the space, like also wanting this conversation to be over.
Cadmus will Google Maps the location and be like, I'll direct where we're going.
Okay, starts driving there.
okay. You make your way out of the Red Velvet area, and you're still in downtown, and the traffic is a little bad, and you guys are more than likely going to be late. However, the address takes you to a place nearby Millennium Park called the Great Scales. From outside, it doesn't look very impressive. It looks like a rundown boutique, some sort of antique shop that has an accoutrement of flowers and other items that vases and old thingamajigs and what's it. But as you guys park and you make your way into the Great Scales, you can see that at the very front on the desk, not a desk, the counter, there is a sort of, a scale made out of copper. And behind the counter is an individual that you would recognize, Cadmus. Please describe Robert Bartlett to us.
Robert Bartlett, it looks very much like how Cadmus hopes one day he looks when he grows older, if he grows older or ages at all. Robert Bartlett looks very much just like a quintessential, pretty much if you imagine an old man who worked at a well-to-do bookshop, exactly that is. Very thin, wears a cardigan, very big spectacles, grey hair, grey beard, and always kind of squinting because he's always got a book up to here that he's just looking. Speaks very slowly, very, very carefully. And in Cadmus's mind, he and Cadmus are absolute best friends. Whether this is the reality or not is up for some debate, but to Cadmus he has goals in life. Being Bartlett is everything Cadmus wants to be, just as well as being immortal.
So you guys push through the front door. You would see Mr. Bartlett look at his pocket watch, and then look up, and he does not look very happy or very pleased at all, because you guys are 10 minutes late.
I don't know how to explain this to him.
Albert Cadmus.
Just kind of look down, be like, kind of go grab his glasses, like,
Your first name's Albert?
yes, sir. Hello.
Short.
I apologize for running late. The driver just spent far too much time trying to. They were prioritizing base instincts as opposed to intellectual pursuits. I need to pick better friends.
He raises an eyebrow towards Munchies and Auntie and Sunny. Yes. more
unnecessarily
punctual
rude. We got
acquaintances.
waylaid. Apologies.
Save your reasoning. We have matters to discuss. Please, right this way. Oh, and dear boy, please. Have you ever heard of a facial towel?
I apologize. Yeah, the options were to be even later or to
Heard of a
look
facial,
into.
but not facial towel.
Maybe a different
I'm very
place.
sorry. I don't know what's overcome them. I think the nightclub we went, their drinks may have been spiked. I'm so sorry. Please disregard everything they say. It will. Yes, let's go this way. I'll look into the
Cadmus, why are you
towel
being
soon,
such
sir.
a jerk, bro?
Otherwise, we're
He's in
gonna lose
front
our
of the
house.
boss. Shh.
Oh, that's your boss,
This
man.
is-
He's old.
This is Sunny, sir. Yes, so we have these are my compatriots. This is Sunny. It's an ironic name. Yes. Please, we'll like to head this way because he had to like shuffle along.
He makes his way to the back. And as you do, you see that there is some sort of like a back room area. But it's not it looks very standard for like a staff or faculty room where there's a couch, there's like a water dispenser to the side, there's a table, and there's a fridge nearby. But as you look around, there's nothing really special here. But what you do see is that Mr. Bartlett turns towards the fridge, and he opens it. He opens the top part of it, this metal kind of door encasing, and he opens up the fridge underneath as well, the freezer rather. As he does this, if you guys take a peek, you notice that he's removing like the white back plates of the refrigerator itself as he kind of pushes them to the side, revealing some sort of passageway that kind of goes downstairs. Now, Albert, there's a couple of things we should perhaps discuss before we venture forth.
Of course.
We are aware of your condition, as well as your rowdy acquaintances.
Of course.
We received correspondence earlier with regards to that, especially. And given the fact that you've entered the territory of, well, the Camarilla, it looks like you are in need of assistance.
I would happily accept any assistance we can get.
He gestures towards the passageway. We will descend and make sure to close the door properly there, whoever enters last. Actually, I'll do it, he says as he thinks twice about who's ever going to do it. He probably thinks no one's going to do it properly, or as proper as him. So,
Correct.
as you guys make your way downstairs, you hear the door kind of shut, the plate kind of, slide. You can see that there's a mechanism that kind of locks it in place. And underneath, you would find a large basement that is filled with not paperwork, but with tools, tables. There's a sort of a chalkboard that kind of lines the side of the walls. You can see that there is a large fridge on the northern side of the room, and in the middle there is a chemistry set that's readily available.
This looks like an excellent setup, sir. Beautiful.
Students of Kirin Tonk used to come here and practice their skills. Yes, I'm aware that you have read their texts, Albert. That's perhaps why I've chosen you to work at the store.
That makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense.
Feel free to use this basement for the evening. This will be your, what do the youngsters call it? Your hideout, temporarily, before we can assemble, or rather arrange better housing for the lot of you.
Thank you
Is
so
there-
much.
Something specific you would like in return that we can do for you?
Yes,
Just so I can make sure I prioritize. Ah,
I was getting to that, Cadmus. But we need 4 formulae drawn up, or rather drafted and brewed.
of course.
Have you heard of the recipe called fire skin?
Yes, at the end. Yes, fire skin. That's what I have heard of that one. Actually, I was looking at that recently. We even came
Looking
across some.
at it,
Well, I was when we went to a kettle battle, and when we went to a kettle battle, then they were asking the prize was salamanders bones, but then we were asking about the salamander bones. They said it was a reptile, and it's not a reptile. Most salamanders are amphibians, but I don't know if these ones contribute as amphibians because of the relation to the fire, and I don't think they'd be able to survive underwater, so they probably don't breathe through their skin, which is what constitutes an amphibian, so I'm not sure what they'd be classified as.
Albert.
But then I was like, yes, sorry, sir.
4 vials of this formula. That is what we require. There are things happening, and, well, the organization is watching. Watching you and your friends specifically. Do not disappoint, dear boy.
Certainly, sir. I'll work on it immediately.
Auntie like slowly puts her hands up to like ask a question because this feels
Yes.
like classroom vibes.
Yes, Miss Lester.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Cadmus, where are... I had expected him to introduce us, or at least speak of his... never mind. Robert
We know he
Bartlett.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for providing Cadmus and tangentially us with our previous home and providing us with this. It's greatly appreciated. Happy to, obviously, as Cadmus has said, provide things in return. How do you... I'm going to be to the point. Do you work for some kind of organization? Because you seem to know a lot about us, and I've never met you before. And considering everything that's happened recently, I understand. I'm sure you understand that I'm maybe a little paranoid about that kind of stuff.
Your paranoia is understandable, Priscilla. However, Albert here has spoken well about the two of you before. Though I did not imagine my expectations to be disappointed when I actually met you.
Well, my expertise is... we see Auntie let that one go. It's like, you know what? We're not even gonna... my expertise is more in... Well, I like to provide a homely experience for everyone. I like to cook food for everyone. But my main skill set, unfortunately, is more physical.
Yes, and we would appreciate for you to take part in the next phase of our plan.
You She said our plan. Whose plan?
He gestures towards one of the symbols up on the chalkboard, and you see a noticeable red triangle that's carefully placed there. 2 red triangles that's side by side.
Okay. So we woke up one day with tattoos that look weirdly similar to that. Was that something to do with you? Or this organization you still haven't told me the name of?
Oh, dear God. Of course it is. As I said, we have been observing the 3 of you for quite some time now.
Okay. Who is this organization and why did you feel it appropriate to tattoo us?
More like Marcus.
Mark you? No, that was all you. I believe she mentioned that the 3 of you were very willing to participate. The bare mention of the almost assembly gets his pants wet.
And who is she? And you still have not answered. It's quite concerning the fact that you've been dodging what all our questions.
The almost assembly. I've just mentioned the organization. Cadmus.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to explain to them what the almost assembly is, or are you going to leave me to my devices and speak about it? Yes.
I'm happy to explain to them. If I don't want to waste your time though. If you are happy to leave us to the, I'm happy to run them through the requirements and the necessaries.
Not
Still have not answered who she is. It's Sonia?
Sonia. I will return in a few evenings. Please, there's supplies and everything here for you.
We appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Butler. If there's anything you require specifically that hasn't been already outlined, let me know and we'll get it prepared for you.
I highly suggest keeping your head down completely. The
Happy to.
uncouth members from both parties are, well, hot on the trail, as they say. Where is the book, Albert?
That like reach gently into his jacket and be like, I keep it close by.
Good. Do not lose that book.
Certainly not. I wouldn't dare.
Even if it costs you your life.
It would cost it for them to take it from me.
As expected. Good work. And good luck, he says. My number is on the table if you require.
Thank you very much.
He leaves.
You knew about the markings on us this whole time, Cadmus?
No, I had no idea. I didn't realize that was their symbol. Otherwise, I'd have said something about it earlier. But I knew, I know about the assembly. I didn't know what their logo is though. But
So
they're so they're like, there's us, our condition, and they're trying to find a scientific explanation that can be quantified for what the cause is, but additionally on top of that, using using formula with alchemy, is there a way so just you'll kind of walk over to the chalkboard and draw a circle. Like you've got the full bloods here, right? And they've got their curses and their whatever. They're like, you got the Nosferatu here. You've got the really ugly ones. You've got the ones that kind of grow bat wings and their sort of shit as well, which is kind of weird. But anyway,
shouldn't call them ugly.
So you've got the Nosferatu, and you'd kind of like draw lines down and be like, but then as the curse, if we're going to use that vernacular, grows weaker, you have us. So they're telling us that we're there, like, but at the same time, we inherit most of their abilities, right? Like, a lot of us don't age, we can heal, but also at the same time, we can go in the sun. And so, like, you'll draw the pyramid, like, and so the traditional vampire structure is a top-down pyramid where you have the elders at the top and it branches down further. Then you'll draw an inverted period next to it and go. What we're theorizing is that, like, it's not so much that we're degenerating in terms of the curse, but we're becoming more evolved and purified in the sense of the idea of a neo-human. If you look at it as like thin bloods as an alt state, you're exposed to occult trauma, which then makes you more predicated to becoming a thin blood. But we can still do everything they can and more. So what the assembly are trying to do is find a way, like using what you guys said, like the tide's turning. Is there a way to empower thin bloods, but in a better way than to take on the full bloods? But like, again, like there are like all academic exercises and stuff in organizations, there's differing schools of thought. Some of them see it as like an actual parasitic virus, and are you then making the virus stronger? Then you've got other ones like Mr. Bartlett. But the main idea is that like what we can try and do is like we exist. There's like, you've got the humans here, you've got the kindred there. We exist as this baseline middle, like the baseline and the alt state. We're in the middle, and like the way that we can do it is we can sort of toggle the two settings between it. And is there a way for us to become better and more? And that's why we can do the things with the blood that they can't, but it upsets their status quo of the organization if they're able to admit that. The assembly is trying to work towards a quantifiable actual formula to build that to empower all of us. It's pretty simple.
This sounds like something a government would want to do or dabble in to make super soldiers, those types.
Maybe, but it's not. It's not a government though. It's just literally like, in order to get invited to find out. That's why I was at the bookshop to begin with. Like it's a matter of like, it's pure meritocracy. You have to have actually achieved something to get the invitation. That way we keep out the corporate sort of mindset of, little work but trying to do maximum. Like efficacy, you need to actually contribute in order to be a part of this. But like, that's the whole thing. Like every member is their own working Magnus Opus, in that they're using the alchemy to build themselves and fix themselves up. Like we're our own test subjects. So it's just, tell me if I'm going too quickly. Can you say this, Sunny?
So it's like
You see, Sunny is like those down. He's like dreaming about something else. He's just looking at the objects around the room. He's like, huh, what?
So essentially you'd want to have the ability to toggle on and off this whole
we already have it. Like we already we already can do that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Not all of us. Not all. Look at all.
Well, that's the thing. Why can't all of us do it? Like, why can I go out in the sun, but some of you can't? Why does Auntie like inherited like massive anger mismanagement issues from other reasons that exist outside of own familial trauma, and it's not Auntie's fault. It's part of the condition. So that's what we're trying to find out. Like, is there a way to harness someone like Auntie's strength, my ability to go out in the sun? But like I could, like, my eyesight's still not fixed, even though I'm somehow, but like theoretically biologically immortal. Or someone like you who has an extremely enhanced metabolism and a huge amount of like financial security. How is there a way to condense that into a formula?
I think that's just.
I don't think the financial security. I think that's just what family she happened to be born in. I don't think that has anything to do with that. But like, I understand what you're saying.
So, yeah,
and
we understand.
Honestly, it makes sense, and I think maybe that would fit into everything we're trying to do. And it
Right,
makes
like-
sense to look at it scientifically, because all of the religious kind of superstitious stuff that the full bloods are feeding everyone is based on what? Because they say it is, because that's how they say. Based on what information, what textbooks do you have, or what law do you have that proves this is the case?
It's based on a
Like-
book that didn't exist at all anymore, that one or two of them have read and have spread it all throughout other people.
Well, that's the thing. They literally call it the Book of Nod, like the Book of Nodding. It's full of yes men. Whoever Kane was probably the first person to realize the opportunity for mass manipulation. Went to them all and said, "You have to say yes, or I'm going to kill you." They all nodded, and he went, "Perfect." The Book of Nodding, and continued on, and just through generations, all they've done is been spoon-fed the same stupid bullshit of like, yeah, we all came from this one Kane, this one Kane person, but like,
it's like a fuckboy name. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right? But like Kane was the strongest, but
Of
as we all
course
keep
it
going down, we
is.
keep getting weaker. But if Kane was the strongest, then why can't I go out in the sun, but Kane couldn't? Like, if we've
It's
got a
just
prince there, and the
circle
prince is
jerk.
like, yeah, exactly right. So if we're able to actually look at it scientifically, like, what is it about UV radiation that I'm resistant to that the rest of other people aren't? What is it about the muscle structure that Auntie has that has managed to bond stronger to her skeletal structure in terms of being fed by Vitae that makes it like more like muscularly dense? Why does it, like, do you have a highly more acidic, like, is your stomach lining more acidic than others and it's more efficient at breaking down food? Like, if we can figure out all these things, we could find whoever these, like, what the full blood is, and we could fuck them really bad.
Okay, that
Oh,
was it.
fuck them
what?
up. Sorry, I'm getting sorry. I don't know. I'm trying to play with it.
Albert.
Like, I'm trying to like use lingo that others can relate to. We can completely destabilize the power structure of their entire corporate government and replace it with an intellectual meritocracy.
Don't say just
That makes
fuck-
sense. You could
fuck
just
them.
use those
Just
words.
Say fuck them up.
I
Put the up.
I know
there.
I don't walk around with the textbook, but I do understand what those words mean. But yeah,
It's
that
not so
makes
much
sense.
for you. You'll kind of gesture to Sunny. It's like it's
Ah, right, yeah. Okay. Well, I would like to know. I would like to let the others know, not where we are necessarily, but that we are going to
we're
be
safe?
not going home for a couple of nights, apparently.
Sure.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell them where because there's no need to, and realistically, if anything happens, they would never get here in time anyway. So, and it kind of defeats the point. Plus, if they have information, then they can be utilized. Whereas if they don't have it, it kind of makes them safer.
yeah,
I also
100%.
have to
Yeah,
make
if
some calls.
Norris, I would, just don't let anyone know it's the almost assembly that have us, because there's other groups out there who have some issues with them that, once, like, there's enough sharks in the water at the moment as well. I don't want any whales coming after us too.
Okay, so this is different from the Camarilla and the Anarchs thing. There's now what's it? Mirror assembly?
Yeah.
Now assembly.
The almost assembly. Yeah.
Why is it almost assembly?
I don't know, I think it's because we could say the AA, but like we're not quite assembled yet. When we're finished, we'll be the proper assembly. We've almost assembled. We're almost there. We're really close too. Although,
Assembly. Almost.
why not the what? Because we're not there yet. We haven't done it.
Yeah, why not
once we've actually,
mirror assembly?
you don't want to celebrate before you finish. That's how, like, what's the whole chickens hatched stupid metaphor? Whatever that applies to.
Incomplete assembly.
Okay, don't
Okay,
mention their
let's-
name. Got it.
Okay. And then
Also,
there's the other
Cadmus,
group- hold
here
on,
is
hold
my
on.
number. I know it's a basic number, but like just so we all have each other's numbers in case something happens and we need to actually communicate again, that would be helpful that we could actually do that.
Okay.
What makes it a basic number?
I don't know. It's been a long day.
Okay, hold on.
Sure.
What's the name of the other group? So Sonia's working with the this a almost assembly group. Does that mean that
Well, at least she's spoken to them about it.
so she stole the relic from the other group? The what's their name?
S16.
No, the other one, the order or something.
I think I remember their name. It either started with a D or a C, but I can't remember if it was the D or the C.
I don't know what their name is. There's so many names. Listen,
Let's see.
The C, yeah, cool. It was definitely. I remember, of course, because Sonia always went. This is how I remember it. Sonia always was in the bathroom all the time. I've now realized she was probably with your son, Auntie, but I thought it was Crohn's disease. The group she was working for were Cronus. And Cronus had the book that she was after.
How come they have a cool name and this name is almost?
It's not a cool name, Cronus. What's cool about Cronus? I just told you it sounds like Crohn's disease.
Okay, all right, okay.
Which isn't, there's nothing not cool about Crohn's disease. I'm not trying to say that, but Cronus is a code name, and like they're an offshoot of another group already. So like, but yeah,
okay,
she was working for them
all right,
too. I think.
Okay. All right.
What the hell? Sonia's in bed with 3 groups?
Yeah, well,
Oh, not
technically,
anymore. She's dead.
Who the hell is... What?
she's dead. Like dead.
Yeah, Sonia passed away. I'm very sorry if this is the first time you've heard this. I didn't want you to hear it.
And if
Passed
you,
away
if
in
you
the
were
sense that
also
she was
sleeping
killed
with
by a
her-
full blood vampire.
Oh, also, if you were sleeping with her, I'd also like to know so I can also tell you to get tested. Thank you.
No, this is kind of weird to say because Auntie's here, but your son actually asked me for tips on how to get with Sonia.
Yeah, no. Oh, by the way, you, Auntie, you have to tell, or you. I learned some kind of knowledge which I shouldn't have learned. I feel like it's forbidden knowledge at this point.
From who? About what? What?
No, it's from Mav. Mav is safe. Mav is good. Okay, it's good. Mav is apparently the main piece, and Zach is just a side piece. So yeah, Sonia was getting around.
I don't want to say I'm glad she's dead, but if Zach didn't know about this, then I'm just saying.
Oh, he knew.
Like it was a
Oh.
consensuous, like, polyamory thing.
I think it's just a simp, Auntie. So
Was son maybe he was like they were having some sort of affair? Like was Zach, which came first, Zach or Mav?
I think Mav came first.
Oh,
Damn, Sonia gets around.
well, she did. She doesn't anymore.
God,
That's all
sorry,
right.
past tense. Wait,
Yeah.
man, but that's so insensitive, Cadmus. Wait,
You just said she got around.
but it's still stinking. I'm just like still processing that she's
Why
really
is it always insensitive? How is it insensitive? Anyway, while you're emotionally processing with that, let us know if you need any assistance. You're clearly, whatever step of grief you're in, that's fine. Blast through them as quick as possible. Happy to assist where we can. I don't know if we have enough salamander bones to get through everything that we need to get 4 vials, or at least I need to spend some time reading to see how I'm meant to divvy it up.
I mean,
Because
does it have to be all fire? Was it fire skin?
fire skin.
So that's
wanna
the
see if I can make
requirement,
more
all four vials of it.
Yeah, 4 vials of fire skin, but you gotta wonder as well, like, what do they need 4 vials of fire skin for? Is one person trying to take on 4 other kindred, or 4 people trying to take on a bunch of other kindred as
I
well?
think 4
Can I make
people-
5, and can we give it to Auntie?
Oh.
I mean, they were talking, he said about the next, like, we want you to help. Well, like, when I talked about my skill set, he said that I could help with the next phase of the plan. So it sounds like these are needed for whatever their next goal is. Maybe they have a target or something they need to get, or deal with.
That would make sense as well, though, because if you've got someone like you has fire skin, then it's someone that's probably physically adept that they're trying to figure out how to take on. I wonder if it's an elder, though. Do you reckon they're trying to get at the elder blood for the? Do you reckon they know about the recipe for the elder blood? Do you think you could take on an elder auntie?
Yeah,
they do.
I mean, I don't.
If four people like gangs up on an elder, maybe.
What if they were on
With
fire as well?
Yeah,
4 people who are set on fire fighting the elder.
So one
vampires on fire, I imagine, don't think clearly. So maybe that's like an intellectual
it's a good
thing
fire
as well.
though. Like this one's like a fire that so you're on fire, but you're not on fire. If it makes sense.
No,
like
I mean but the person that we would like if we took it and then we were on fire and then we set someone like a vampire on fire. That vampire is not going to be thinking clearly, combat wise.
And then we can just
absolutely.
I don't know what my role is supposed to be in here. I'm useless in combat.
Seductive flames.
Seductive.
True.
Okay.
Step into the fire, boys.
What, like the mother of dragons kind of situation?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
We could start using code names if you want to be. If you want to be the mother, you could be Mother of Dragons. It could work.
Please let your new secret name be Mod.
It could be Mod. I think it could work.
What's yours going to be, Cadmus?
I don't know. I think yours should be Scoville.
Cadmus should be BLT. Already BLT.
BLT. Although it is kind of known.
Fire or chili.
Also, it is like known and connected to him. We kind of want a name that isn't already connected to him.
Why chili?
Chili is a hot dish that you put hot things in. It's like a hot food.
And, flames are hot, and you're apparently hot with like all the attention you're getting from a marriage man.
Sure, I will take chili. How about Auntie? You can be Scoville because then we can have a quantifiable amount on like where on the Scoville chart what you're capable of taking down depending on how on fire you are. I like it. Chili's probably the best I'm gonna get, so I appreciate the effort. Thank you. I will, but we can use those outside of here. Here it's fine to use our regular names. All right. Well, I need to start reading. How are you processing, Sunny? Where are you at in the scale of things right now? Tell me about
how many Scovilles between sad and I'm over it are you on the Scoville sadness chart?
Is this the spicy thoughts things the kids are saying?
You see him carrying a plastic bag filled with what seems to be small mushroom-like objects, or I guess not mushroom-like objects. They look like mushrooms.
Yep.
Hey, guys, he's already eating them. Like he's snacking on them. These are really good.
I don't think you should be eating those. I don't think you should be. You're high enough as it is. I don't think you need to get more high.
There's right now a whole. Look at that.
Where did you even get that from?
The cabinet over there. He points, and as you can see, there are jars filled with like small, like ingredients that are organic. Some are like herbs, while others are just mushrooms, and others look like they are. Just straight up, what do you call them? Poison? What are those things called? I lost the word for it. Like
death cap mushrooms?
They're not herbs. They're the opposite of herbs. I mean, guys, I've lost my words. But there's like some small like greenery and like collection of ingredients there. That he's just looking at. He's pointing.
Stop eating the ingredients. Put the mushrooms back. Stop eating all the ingredients.
Yeah, here, if you're hungry, I've got like snacks and it just.
Yeah, I got snack packs. I'm always locked and loaded. Goes into like a combat pant pocket and pulls out like a bag of graham crackers and hands it over.
Oh, sweet.
Pocket eggs.
I'm pretty sure there's pocket.
She's got a thermos, but it's just filled with eggs.
I don't mean this in a bad way, but Munchies, if he keeps eating things, I'm not going to do it, but he's definitely going to die badly, and we don't want that. Please stop him eating the ingredients. Like I don't even know what they all do.
Oh, these are just psilocybin. That's what the label says. He says, and you know that it's the
Yeah.
hallucinogenic mushrooms or psychedelic mushrooms.
And we're taking the mushrooms away. And she like literally just takes the bag away from him, puts it on like a high shelf.
They don't taste right though. They taste good, like sweet.
Thanks, Sonny. We'll
They're
take
supposed
that
to
under
be bitter.
advisement. Is there a way to like? I don't know if can you like put him to sleep, because with the amount he's ingested, he's probably gonna start screaming soon.
I mean, I can put him to sleep, but I don't know if it'll be particularly gentle.
I mean, I can put him to sleep, but we need like a private room for that.
Hey yo!
I'm gonna
he
go to
snaps his
work.
fingers.
I'm going to go to work. I'm going to put some headphones on. If you need anything, maybe call my phone. Like, I know you're just here, but then at least that way you don't poke me and I've got the headphones on, then I'm going to scream too because I get scared. I leave you to your devices to putting him to sleep. I will not turn around until I know it's safe. Auntie, I'm sorry, none of your sexual conquests could be here as well. I hope you sleep well, all right, though, yourself. If you need anything outside of that realm of things, though, I'm happy to help.
I need to make some calls before I put this guy to sleep. Oh.
Thanks, Cadmus. I appreciate it.
No worries. If there's anything I can do to help, though, let me know. But
same. I will not bother you unless it's, serious.
Sounds good. I'm going to start reading. Cadmus going to just put his headphones on, kind of pull his hood up, and just. All right.
Munchies, you can see in the background, Munchies grabbing like a couple of pieces of the mushroom as well from Auntie. But like she's like. I'm gonna put this away, like away in a safe place.
Gives you a thumbs up.
No, don't. Also, that isn't a subtle wink at all. Like, I obviously saw you do that.
No, you didn't.
Like, the entire side of your face moved. That wasn't subtle, my guy. Okay, we're not having this. This is going nowhere. Munchies, can you actually hide them? And is this just one like basement room, or are there like other rooms off it?
Oh yeah, it's a basement. That's the main area where you guys can work, and it's a freaking laboratory. Okay, and you can see that there's a separate room for a bathroom, and off to the left there's like a sleeping quarters area. There's like a few beds there. There's like a bunk bed, and then there's 2 beds on the right hand side. They're all single size beds though.
Okay, if you guys are gonna like bang or whatever, can you do it now so that when I'm actually trying to sleep, I don't have to listen to squeaky bed springs, because I will put you both to sleep. I'm gonna go make a call. I'll be at least 10 minutes. That's enough time, right? Winks at Sunny and then goes off to make a call.
Okay. As Ava gestures for Sunny to go and lock themselves in the bedroom for 10 minutes. That's a long time. 10 minutes is a long time for certain people. You have the utmost confidence in Sunny. And Cadmus, you put on your headset and begin working while Auntie, I imagine, dials the phone for Warren, I imagine, or Zach. Sorry, I'm assuming. The camera then kind of fades to black, and we end tonight's session. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. This one was a kind of a wild one, a lot of twists and turns I didn't even expect. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. Let's go around the table once again to introduce ourselves. I'm Lou, and I've been the storyteller for this evening.
My name is Joel, and I've been playing Cadmus, your resident neighborhood hiding in the toilet vampire.
I'm Haley. I've been playing Auntie P, who is apparently a fuckboy. I don't.
I'm Rena and I've been playing as Munchies. Wow. They're probably very high and very, having fun right now. Very stressful night. Needle, but distressing. But as I say that, thank you guys very much for joining us for this episode 7 of this. Wow, we're already 7 of this Chronicle, and we'll see you again next week for another episode of Magnum Opus. Bye!
Peace.